Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a super exciting topic: how to start a career in cybersecurity, even if you have absolutely zero IT background. I know it can seem intimidating, like you're trying to learn a secret language, but I promise you, with the right roadmap, you can absolutely do it. I'm going to break it down into 5 simple, manageable steps that will take you from a complete beginner to being on the path to your first cybersecurity job. So grab a notebook and let's get started on building your future. First things first, we need to build a solid foundation. You can't protect a system if you don't understand what you're protecting it from. So, step 1 is all about learning the absolute basics of cybersecurity. What does that mean? It means getting familiar with the core concepts that everyone in the industry knows. Start by learning about the different types of hackers. You've probably heard of black hat and white hat hackers in movies, but there are also gray hats, script kiddies, and state-sponsored groups. Understanding their motivations is key. Why do they do what they do? Is it for money, for a political cause, or just for fun? Knowing the who and why is the first piece of the puzzle. Next, you'll want to learn about the common types of cyber attacks. You don't need to be an expert coder to understand these at a high level. Look up terms like phishing, malware, ransomware, and denial of service, or DDoS attacks. Phishing is when attackers trick you into giving them your information, like passwords or credit card numbers, usually through fake emails or websites. Malware is malicious software designed to disrupt or damage a computer system. And ransomware is a nasty type of malware that locks up your files and demands a payment to get them back. Just learning to identify these will already put you ahead of most people. Finally, the most important part of this foundational step is understanding the CIA triad. No, not that CIA. In cybersecurity, CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This is the bedrock of information security. Confidentiality means keeping data secret and private. Think about your online banking password. You want that to be confidential. Integrity means ensuring that data is accurate and hasn't been tampered with. You wouldn't want someone changing the numbers in your bank account, right? That's integrity. And availability means making sure that systems and data are accessible when you need them. If a hospital's network goes down and doctors can't access patient records, that's a failure of availability. Every single thing we do in cybersecurity is about protecting one or more of these 3 principles. Spend some time really letting these concepts sink in. There are tons of free articles and YouTube videos that explain them really well. All right, step 2. Let's get our hands a little dirty with some IT fundamentals. I know, I said no IT background required, and that's true. You don't need to be a systems administrator, but you do need to understand the playground where cybersecurity happens. This means learning the basics of how the internet works. How does data get from your computer to a website on the other side of the world? Learn about what an IP address is. It's like a street address for your computer on the internet. Understand what a server is and the difference between a client and a server. Think of it this way. Your computer is the client asking for a web page, and the server is the computer that holds the web page and sends it to you. Once you have a grasp of networking basics, I highly recommend you start learning a little bit of Linux. Linux is an operating system just like Windows or Mac OS, but it's used to run the vast majority of servers on the internet. It's also the preferred tool for a lot of cybersecurity professionals. You don't need to become a Linux wizard overnight. Just install it on a virtual machine. Something like VirtualBox is free and easy to set up and start playing with the command line. Learn basic commands like how to navigate directories, create files, and see what processes are running. This hands-on experience is invaluable. It might feel weird at first, typing commands instead of clicking icons, but it's an essential skill that will make you look like a pro. Now, for the fun part. Step 3 is where you get to choose your adventure. Cybersecurity isn't just one job. It's a huge field with many different specializations. The 3 main paths for beginners are the blue team, the red team, and GRC. Let's break them down. The blue team is all about defense. If you enjoy building shields, setting up defenses, and monitoring for threats, this is for you. Blue teamers are the guardians of the network. They analyze logs, hunt for suspicious activity, and respond to incidents when they happen. It's a role for people who are methodical, patient, and love solving puzzles under pressure. Job titles here include Security Analyst or SOC Analyst, that's Security Operations Center. Then you have the Red Team. These are the attackers, but the good guys, red teamers, are ethical hackers. Their job is to think like a bad guy and try to break into their own company's systems to find vulnerabilities before the real attackers do. This is the offensive side of cybersecurity. If you're creative, love a challenge, and enjoy thinking outside the box to find clever ways to bypass security, the red team might be your calling. This path often leads to roles like penetration tester or ethical hacker. It's a very hands-on technical path that requires a deep understanding of how systems can be exploited. And finally, there's GRC, which stands for governance, risk, and compliance. This path is less about hands-on keyboard hacking and more about strategy, policy, and law. GRC professionals work to make sure a company is following security best practices and complying with legal regulations like GDPR or HIPAA. They assess risks, create security policies, and conduct audits. If you have a background in law, business, or management, or if you're just really good at organization, communication, and big picture thinking, GRC could be a perfect fit. It's a critical part of cybersecurity that connects the technical side with the business side of a company. Take some time to research these three paths. Watch day-in-the-life videos of people in these roles and see which one gets you the most excited. Step 4 is perhaps the most important one of all. Practice, practice, practice. You can read all the books and watch all the videos in the world, but cybersecurity is a hands-on skill. You have to actually do it to get good at it. The best way for beginners to do this is by using online platforms designed for security training. My #1 recommendation is TryHackMe. It's an amazing platform that gamifies learning. It gives you little virtual labs and challenges where you can learn about and practice real-world hacking techniques in a safe, legal environment. They have learning paths that are specifically designed for complete beginners, and they walk you through everything step by step. Another fantastic platform is Hack the Box. It's a bit more challenging than TryHackMe and is often seen as the next step up. They have retired machines that you can practice on for free. The goal is to break into these virtual computers and find flags, which are pieces of text hidden on the machine. The community is also amazing. If you get stuck, you can read write-ups from other users to see how they solved the challenge. Spending a few hours each week on these platforms will do more for your skills than anything else. It turns learning from a chore into a fun game, and you'll be shocked at how quickly you start picking things up. This practical experience is what will set you apart in job interviews. Finally, we arrive at step 5, getting certified. Now, let me be clear. Certifications are not a magic ticket to a job. Your skills and practical experience are what matter most. However, for someone with no prior IT experience or a related degree, a good entry-level certification can be a game changer. It validates your knowledge to potential employers and helps you get past the initial HR screening. For your very first cybersecurity certification, I overwhelmingly recommend CompTIA's Security Plus. This is the industry standard for foundational security knowledge. It covers a broad range of topics, from network security and threat management to cryptography and risk management. Studying for the Security Plus will also help you solidify all the concepts you learned in the previous steps. It gives you a structured curriculum to follow and ensures you haven't missed any key foundational knowledge. Many employers specifically look for the Security Plus certification in job postings for entry-level roles like SOC Analyst or IT Security Specialist. It shows that you're serious about the field and that you have a verified baseline of knowledge. There are tons of great study resources out there, from books to video courses to practice exams. Once you have this certification, combined with the hands-on practice from TryHackMe, you'll have a very compelling profile as a candidate breaking into the field. So, there you have it, your 5-step roadmap to a career in cybersecurity. Let's quickly recap. Step 1, learn the fundamentals of hackers, attacks, and the CIA triad. Step 2, build your IT foundation by understanding networking and getting comfortable with Linux. Step 3, explore the different paths, blue team, red team, or GRCN. Choose the one that excites you. Step 4, get hands-on practice on platforms like TryHackMe. And step 5, validate your skills with an entry-level certification like the CompTIA Security Plus. I know this might seem like a lot, but don't feel like you have to do it all at once. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on one step at a time and be consistent. The world desperately needs more cybersecurity professionals, and there's a place for you in it, no matter your background. The most important thing is to stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to ask for help. The community is incredibly supportive. I hope this guide has been helpful and has made the path a little clearer for you. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every single one. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content just like this. It really helps the channel out. Now, go get started on your journey, and I'll see you in the next video.